want to attack with a chain punch to the body of your opponent, then you need to consider which points you want to attack. Vulnerable spots like the throat, plexus, the eyes, etc. So if you have the focus mitt in front of us, we can do this chain punching in a normal standard way, so without looking at what point. So important is you need a good technique, economic movements, and then to burst into this motion. If you are right-handed, it's preferable to start with your strongest arm, to punch left and finish with your strongest arm. So that means when you have 3 attacking punches, that you start with the strongest, you have the other arm, and then again the strongest. So you have, with 3 attacks, 2 strongest punches that you do. When you execute chain punching very quick, there need to be power and explosion. So it's not by doing quick attacks that it's efficient. It's not because it's more movements that it will be harm more. For us, it's important when I go quick into motion, that there is always power. A technique without power and only speed in punching has limited effect. So from here, 1, 2, pay attention to every single attack and don't go too quick. Don't do this. You need to balance technique with power and not sacrifice technique for speed or technique for power. If you are more in a boxing position, then you can execute the chain attack in this way. Always focus the power into one point. So don't punch like this, too much to the sides, like this. It needs to go into one focused point. For us, important when there are 2 focus mitts and I want to execute the chain attack like a boxer, then you can execute it like this. You can also do it with 1 focus mitt, which oblige you to focus more on one point. With 2 focus mitts, then you have to divide the target into 2. So it's also important to focus 3 hits on one point. Even if you don't do the classical chain punching, then it resembles like this. When you use 2 focus mitts, we see a lot of people who are like this, open arms, and then they punch like this, very open, like this. But the problem is we don't have a head like this that's so big. So think with me and execute this punching motion with 2 focus mitts, not too big. It's a little bit like Tomo has a head like that. Into a shorter line and focus. Remember, don't sacrifice technique for speed or power. Always important with every technique or situation that you see, you need to do it also in live situations. That means when you have here, for example, the chain punching, then we need to use it and train it in a more combat environment. So it's important when, for example, Tomo wants to attack, that I learn to go into the distance and use the chain punching. This has to be covered in a separate video, but think about it. Important to execute the movement correctly, use the correct distance where you can use the focus mitts to train it, but then you need a live situations and a live partner so that the chain punch isn't be executed from a too long range. So don't forget to like this video, to subscribe and push on the alert button to be notified about future videos.